What's going on, everybody? I know. What's going on, everybody? Alright. Hey, we got one person on. Ah. How are we gonna do this, Annabeth? What's going on, everybody? Give him a little help with you. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. Hey, what have you done? What's going on, everybody? Happy Father's Day. Got my little helper here for a little bit. She's about to go to bed, so. But you want to hang out with me for a little longer, so that's what we're doing. Hello, James Hunt. How are you? Glad to see you made it. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this camera figured out. Hey, what's up? Michael? If I mess up your name, I'm sorry. It happens. What's up? What's up? I got my little helper with me for a few minutes. She's getting ready to go to bed, so. Yeah, James, happy Father's Day to you, too. Yeah, she's gonna go to bed here in a few minutes, but she wanted to hang out with Dad for a little bit, so. What are you guys up to? Screened in porch for now. Been having some stormy weather, so we weren't sure how this was gonna go, but it seemed to clear off. We can go out there in a little bit, but right now we're gonna hang out in here. But don't worry, I'm not gonna leave you on a cliffhanger with after my post. I will tell y'all what was my very big mistake I made last week. Well, I had to pay for this week. Last week. Let's put it that way. What are you guys up to? What? You want my phone? Say hi. Say hi. I've been doing a little walking, hanging out. Well, today I was been lazy, but last week had a little walk. Yes, I know. What else did we do last week? Installed a door on a storage container, like a man door. You wanna get down? You can get down. What else did we do? Don't mess with the camera. No. We did that. What else did we do? I'm trying to think of what else I did last week. Do you remember what I did last week?
Let me think.
Did a couple jobs, I know that.
You went to the airport?
Oh yeah, I went to one of my normal customers and did some work up there. Worked on a straw blower. Had to dig out a crap ton of straw. Are you okay? What else?
That little job on the way back.
Oh yeah, I did a little hand with pail. I think that's it.
Thing in Durham?
Thing in Durham.
Well, they
Oh
said,
yeah,
was it worth it?
yeah, I already talked about that.
You can give it to me.
Yeah. So say bye. Just tell everybody bye, Annabeth. Say bye. I'm gonna go to bed. What's going on? was on a job yesterday. A fifth wheel plate on a heavy duty low boy. Oh, cool. That's awesome, James. How'd that go for you? Was it, I'm assuming it's steel? Low boy? Yeah, low boy. That's normal steel. I was thinking of aluminum flat trail is what I was thinking of. Let me adjust you guys. Because it's starting to rain out, so we're just going to hang out on the porch, if that's okay with all y'all. Was going to walk on, get my truck clean, but, organized for the week, but, I got it. There we go. So I'll probably wait. I'll tell y'all in a few minutes about what kind of mess, what was my mess up that cost me a lot of money. Any of y'all have any guess on what I messed up on? It's gonna be a mistake I'm not gonna make again, but yeah. What else was I gonna tell y'all? I think what else I did this week. Any of y'all saw my latest video of the little shop update. That's kind of what's been going on at the shop. I need to get it cleaned up. I need to get that Chevy done. I'm just about ready. I just swapped I found out the transmission out, and I just put the new to me transmission on the stand. So I just gotta put different adapter housing on, which I have, and then put it in and hope it works. Michael. ML Montana, right? Right, James Montana? I'm terrible when it comes to that stuff. What else? So I'm ready to get my welding truck back. Haven't heard from them yet, but I do know it have been moved. That's all I know for sure. So I'm hoping I gotta call them Monday and see if I can kind of get up and figure out what's going on, so then I can actually hopefully get that truck going, because that'll be fun. I want to get everything switched over to there. I'm tired of walking out of my Chevy. Well, not my Chevy. My 250. It works. It's a great rig. I mean, it just, I have that other truck. I had it with crane, with all the toolboxes. I need to start finishing that up, getting everything swapped over. Have all y'all enjoyed your Sunday? What else? I had to meet people interested in what's left of my old E450 van, so I might be selling some of those parts off. Sam, something caught on fire. Been there, done that. Stuff happened. Nah, nothing caught on fire, which was kind of surprising. Texas here is hotter than all get out. Oh, I understand that. It's been hot the past few days. This week, the past few week or two, it's been hot and it's been humid. All that fun stuff. Hot and humid. Yeah, didn't catch anything on fire this time. It's definitely an option, but not this time. I'll tell you that. What else? Oh, one other thing I found out. I was scrolling through the old, what was that on? OfferUp? No. Maybe it was OfferUp. One of those sites. And I was looking, I always look at welders, just, you never know what you're going to find. I saw somebody doing welding, and I was like, oh, cool, I'll click on that. And I clicked on it, and I saw a photo that I took of a job I did for one of my normal customers. So I was like, huh, that's interesting. So that's kind of bothered me a little bit. I was like, and he's in the same area. It's not like he's in, it's not like he's out in New York or something. You know what I'm saying? He's in the same area. What is it? Texas, here it is. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's summer's upon us for sure. Did y'all get any of that rain from this tropical storm down there in Texas? We just got it today, and I think we're going to get some tomorrow too. So we will see how that goes. What else? Is it raining? I'm debating whether to go outside. I wouldn't mind cleaning out my truck. Yeah, let's go do that. And if it's up, downpour, we'll come back. What do y'all say about that? I just sprinkling, we'll be fine for a little bit. Let me readjust, you guys. So I have been playing with the plasma table that I've been teasing you guys about. Shop update have a little bit of it in there, but still making a separate video on that. Missouri, that's what it is. Sorry, not Montana. I don't know why I think Montana. Yes. Backseat a mess, but what's up with that? So I think it was last Sunday I threw up an ad for basically saying that I build flatbeds. And people, I had a lot of interest in it until they found out what the flatbed was going to cost. Then nobody really wanted interest in it. And so out of curiosity, I want to ask you guys, since I know some of y'all do have some experience with this kind of stuff, for just a standard 8 foot, 9 foot, or by 8 foot flatbed for a standard 3/4 ton, 1 ton pickup, what would y'all quote it at? What kind of quotes do y'all put on something like that? I'd like to see what y'all to see if I'm just crazy or not. But I'm gonna go grab the trash can. Yes. I hate changing electrodes in the rain or when it's hot out and the humidity and all that. I like that idea. I like that idea. Three times and you're done. Job again, noticed. Oh, the job was building the flatbeds, just like for standard, for a pickup, or the 3/4 ton, half ton, well probably 3/4 ton. What would you quote doing, like? What would y'all think y'all would charge to do a 8 foot? But I figured on 8 by 8, but some are gonna be narrower just because. But it's gonna be the same material either way. So I gotta buy the same material. An 8 by 8 flatbed for like a half ton, 3/4 ton, 1 ton, dually, or a normal truck, it's gonna be the same. Yeah, for the quote. I'm just curious. I'll tell you what I did, but I'm just curious. I think I kind of figured up to do a basic flatbed, but with a kind of like the CM style in the back with the lights and all that. I quoted him about 5,500. I don't know how in the ballpark I am with that. I didn't know what y'all thought of that price on it. And I'll explain what I have into it and all that in a minute. But I'm just curious because I like knowing what other people charge, just so I know whether I'm in the ballpark, if I'm high, if I'm low, whatever. Let me grab something. Yeah, I was okay. So I'm not too far off. Yeah, 55 is kind of what I was figuring. Cause I think I had a little over. Yeah, I think after I figured up material, 2,500, something of that nature. And I figured probably knock it out I figured on 2 days, probably a day and a half would probably be more realistic. But then I have to take it off and have it painted. What are you guys paying? Have y'all quoted a 4x8 sheet of 11 gauge diamond tread lately? Ah, God, I got some quotes on that. That stuff's high. I got a quote for 300. I think it's $300 a sheet is what it is. That stuff used to be like $120 all day long. Yeah, I mean that's a good way to look at it, James. I love time material jobs too. 2x2x8. That's $80. I know what you mean. It used to be like $35, $40. It's like doubled almost. I don't understand it, and it doesn't. I always talk to my suppliers, and nobody says it looks like it's going down. So I really don't know what to do about it. What was I gonna say? But so obviously the material is probably double what it should be just because of inflation, I guess you could call it. Yeah, the customer that I did the last flatbed for, I told him, I'm like, do you really need it now? And he said, yeah. So he was like, yeah. I said, it's gonna be high. He said, it's what it is. We need it. So we did it. I think that job was, I charged $5,700. And charged that job $5,700. I think I had about $2,000. Well, I had about 27 in it by the time it was done. And then I also had to spend an hour or two taking the old bed off of his, so that way it wasn't that big a deal. But did at his lot and use his equipment, and I just had to go out and do that. So, but still, it was time me and my helper had to adjustable. So, what time is it? Dang, 705 for a piece of 3/8 sheet. Dang. I think I told y'all before, I've been needing to build me a welding table. I haven't built one yet. I just haven't had the need to. I've always talked about building it. I was kind of at the point where, okay, I'm going to go build a welding table. And I want to do one on a 1/2-inch plate just because I want a stout table. God, that was like $800. That was probably a couple months ago. So it's probably at least closer to $1,000 by the time we're said and done just for the plate. And then I thought about making a fixture table. I got a friend that has a fab shop that they have a 4x8, or I think it's 4x8 plasma table. and he built him a table last deal, a fixture table kind of deal. And then I was gonna have him make him out of 1/4 inch, like a fixture style table, but that took. His price wasn't that bad to cut it. I think it was like I had 3 different options. I had it without the holes, with the holes, and then I had it with Senos, so I could go back and mag drill all for the holes if I wanted to. I think it was, he charged me 400, 500, and 600, just depending on what one I did. But it took three sheets of 1/4 inch, so that was a lot of money right there. Still not against the idea, but I'm hoping when steel comes back down a little bit, I'll have him just do one. I did find a wooden table. I got to go pick it up still. It was it's a 4x4 table. I think it's 1/2 inch plate, so it'll do for what I need for the time being. Hey Goth, nice to see you join us. So I'll tell you, at 8 o'clock I'll explain the whole story on how I messed up and why that cost me so much. A 5x8 sheet of 1/2 inch plate, 1100. Oh, I believe that all day long. Yeah, ouch. That's for sure. What else? So I'm attempting to clean the back of my truck out as we talk, just so then I attempt to get something done. I'm probably not gonna get much done, but besides. Where's the hanger? Got a water bottle. Unfortunately, this gets covered up with tools usually. That's what the chat said. Same thing. Oh no, my flashlight went in my back seat. Everything come off my sound console and go to my back seat. So tomorrow I gotta go do a handrail repair. It's basically where the handrails went into the concrete. They rusted out, a couple of them, and a couple of them popped the edges off. I should make a video about that tomorrow. I should make a video of how I doing it and all that. Yeah, steel is about double what it is. Yeah, I would have to agree. But sorry, back to that job I'm doing. Basically, I gotta replace where the bottom of the post I went in the concrete rotted out. It's a square tubing, so it's what is it, 1.5 by 1.5 by 1/8 inch. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll make a video on how I do that, just because I'll probably make a video and I'll bring y'all along, because I think y'all might get some enjoyment out of that. I'm gonna get primal. What else? Well, happy Father's Day to everybody that it applies to. I probably already said that, but I'll bring it up again. But yeah. And was it you, James, that was talking about building trailers last week? I don't remember if it was you. I forget if it was you or somebody else. But I did price out building a trailer. So for me to build a 6x12, 6x12 utility trailer, it's gonna cost me about $2,000 between material, lights, axle, everything, and they sell them for anywhere from $1,900 to $2,700. So not sure if it's really gonna be a money maker in that aspect. But I do need to put up an ad for custom trails. Maybe I can get some custom trail walk in the door. But yeah. Here's one golf. What else? Is it 8 o'clock yet? Alright. Need some water cable? Okay, it was somebody else. Sorry about that, James. Video would. Oh yeah, then I should be able to make a video on that. That shouldn't be that big a deal. I think y'all might get enjoyment out of that. Luckily, only I think one of the holes still has. So it's on a what do you call it, ramp? Trying to think. It's on the ramp for a handicap ramp. That's what it's on. And it's on the side of the concrete on 3 out of 4 of the posts busted out. That's gonna make it a lot easier. One of them I have to concrete out, but I think it's towards the bottom if I'm not mistaken. So we will see. I'll make a video about that. Hold me to it. If I don't, y'all are my witness. Get me on next week. Hey, the water machine is on here. Cool. Hey, going good, Corey. How about you? Happy Father's Day to you. I know you got a little one running around. What else? So, I will finally tell y'all what I fucked up on last week. So, y'all know that flatbed I made for one of my good customers. The one that the picture of, and I don't know if I made a video of it. I think I did. I think I put it in a video. I don't remember. Long story short, I built a flatbed for a little Isuzu MPR. Well, it was a Chevy, but it was basically a Isuzu MPR diesel. So put a flatbed on it. I test drove it before. It seemed to be run fine. I mean, as fine as one of those trucks run. I mean, I'm not too familiar, but everything seemed fine. We built the flatbed, got it on there, and then we took it off, painted it, and then we did the final install. Once we did all that, what did we do after that? We went to take it back to the shop. It was running funny, and the check engine light came on. It kept coming on. I didn't think. No, the check engine. I don't know if the check engine light was on there, but it was just running a little rough. But I thought, hey, it's a Isuzu. Whatever. I don't know too much more about these. I don't know. I just wasn't familiar with the truck, so I don't know. So basically, I dropped it off. He called me the next day, asked me if I knew it was running funny, and I was like, it ran funny on the way home. I just thought it was the truck. I mean, I'm not familiar with these trucks. So I know some of them. They said they want a little ruffle. So whatever. He took it to a shop, had them look at it. I called them up to go to get up with them to get paid for the job a few weeks later. And Billy called me. Oh, the owner called me, and he said, hey, told me what happened. So basically, the long story short is, on those trucks, the PCM is on the frame. Don't ask me why. It's just what it is. I think they went out of room. And when I was putting the front mount on the driver's side on, I drilled through the wiring harness that goes to the PCM. So, and shorted out some wires. So that's that. So they fixed the wires, and then they had some codes for coolant sensor and EGR valve problem. So they had to replace the coolant sensor EGR valve. Obviously, there's no disputing that I drilled through the wires. I mean, the mount was there on the other side of what we drilled through. So, okay, I drilled through the wires. And the problem is that the wires were the cheap things fixed. The EGR valve and the coolant sensor, those were the expensive part. All in all, it was a $1,600 messed up on my end. The EGR valve was like $600, $700, something like that. EGR valve was $600, $700. The coolant sensor like $100. Then there's shipping on it, coolant. So basically, all in all, I was in it for $1,600. So they paid. So I got paid for the job, then I had to pay them the money for the repairs because it was my fault. Still not sure how that caused the EGR valve to go out, but whatever. It's kind of hard to prove anything, so I ended up paying for it. A good customer of mine, so I wanted to make sure everybody stayed happy. So yeah, that was my mess up last week. So I had to deal with that. So that made that job. I still made money on the job, but nothing like I was supposed to make on it. So, but you win some, you lose some. It kind of was a sticky situation, and yeah. So, first time I did anything like that. I have melted through some lines on a semi-trailer before, some airlines, but I was able to fix that. But yeah, so yeah, that sucks. But it is what it is. I still made, I think I walked away with $1,400 on that job. So I still made money. I probably made a little less than that because I still had to pay my helper to help me, and I still had to pay the painter, the guy to paint it. So, okay, I probably walked away with that, probably 11, I don't know, maybe grand or so. But then I gotta pay taxes on that, so all that gotta go through. But yeah, that sucks. I just come with the business. I wasn't gonna try getting out of it or nothing because, I mean, obviously if I did it, I did it. I mean, whatever. But yeah, so that sucks. That cost me $1,600. And the work been slow, so that really sucked. But it is what it is. I can't really change it, just what it is. But have any of y'all had any experiences like that where you messed up something of your customers and ended up having to pay for it? Let me know. Let me know. I'm curious to see if I'm the only one or whatever. Yeah, I know what happens. Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, like I said, I still made money on the job. Put a whole bunch of work into it for what I made on it. But at the end of the day, customer was happy, I was happy. We all walked away with it. What else? And I see we have a couple people just joining us. I just explained how I lost $1,600 on a job. Well, how I had to pay my customer $1,600 on a job I did. Long story short, I drilled through the ECM harness, and that's kind of how I messed up. Then needed an EGR valve, needed coolant temperature sensor. Those were the expensive parts. The harness was the cheap part. I know I just told everybody that, but I saw we had a few more people pop on here, so I just wanted to explain that. I'm sorry if I'm not looking at y'all all the time. I have my phone right below you, and I'm looking at the chat, so. Okay, I need that. Oh, do any of y'all have any experience with rotary hammers? Like jackhammers, whatever you want to call them. I gotta pick one up tomorrow. I was thinking about just getting the Harbor Freight special on that, because I don't use one all that much. So I was thinking about getting the Sawzall looking size one from Harbor Freight. Don't know if any of y'all have had any experience with it. I was probably just gonna get the warranty that way if I have an issue. The thing is, I just don't use a rotary hammer that much, so I don't know if y'all have any experience with it. But yeah, what else? I could get like a DeWalt or something, but that's double the cost, which still don't know if that's worth it or not. But I want to know what y'all think, if y'all have any experience with any of that stuff. Want some flattened cookies? Hey Goth, weren't you working on a bridge last week? How did that go? For once. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, James. When I bumped to the other one, it was aluminum deck trail, and I thought I cleared the lines, but I didn't quite know where I was. I actually have a video on that if you want to check it out. But it custom really good. The truck was down all week anyway, which was great. I got me some tubing, got me some connectors, and I just went through. It was all the plastic line, so it was pretty cheap. He was fine with it. I mean, he told me the same thing. Things happen. And there was when I Gotham diode I used to build their service trucks and ran a screw through the floor of a pickup and hit the main harness. Oh, of course. So you've been there, Goth. Yeah, we all been there. I mean, it's definitely gonna make me think twice before I drill through a hole. And I thought I missed that harness, but evidently I missed it by going right through it. But I think it was 9 wires or so I messed up. Walked beams all day. Good day, got it done. Hey, that's always good. That's always good. Yeah. Now, do any of... Hey, Randy, what's up, Randy? I was wondering when you were going to join us. Small handheld. It's cheap at a pawn shop. Decent ago, probably used it. Not used. No. Works when you need it, like a little jackhammer. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Randy. Yeah, I don't really want to spend a whole lot of money on one just because I don't use it that often. If the rotary hammer isn't wrong, I'd gamble on it. I bought a portable bandsaw. Oh, okay, yeah, it is a Boldle or whatever that brand is. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So I think I got a coupon and it's like $69. The wall or whatever is gonna be about $200. So for what I use it for, it's gonna sit on the truck more than I'm probably gonna ever use it. So I'm probably just gonna pick that up and hope for the best. I got you, Andy. Cool. Happy Father's Day to everybody. I think I'm going to keep saying that like 5 times, but happy Father's Day. What else? yeah, so tomorrow I got that job, and I might do some stuff afterwards. I gotta finish up a couple. I gotta implement at the shop that's not so much welding, but more I gotta figure it out for one of my good customers. But what was I gonna say? I'm trying to think what I was gonna say. I should call Daniel. I should bother him. But what was I gonna say? I need to get up to his house. I haven't been to his house in forever. I need to get up there and see his new camper and see all the stuff that he's been working on his shop and all that. Just haven't, all the schedules haven't meshed. What was I gonna say? I think of what else we got going on. Oh, this week's gonna be fun for me. It's not work related. I'm working Monday, and then Tuesday I gotta get my wisdom teeth out. So that's gonna be fun. I'm hoping to be back working Wednesday, but my wife and my father-in-law tells me I probably won't be. So we'll see. Because they both have their wisdom teeth out. So I'm hoping do it. I'm hoping to be back working Wednesday, or at least some light duty Wednesday, but me. I'm gonna text Danny. I'll see what he's up to. Alright, text him, see if he responds. Sorry, I'm trying to get back to the live stream. But how's the weather been for you guys? Have y'all been dealing with rain? We're supposed to get rain today. Tomorrow's supposed to be decent, and then we're supposed to get Tuesday's supposed to be a rain out. So hopefully that'll work out, which would be fortunate for me because I won't be working Tuesday. But I'm trying to think of what else. So tomorrow I got a call about my 450 to see how they're coming along with that, because I kind of just need to get that truck finished and get all this stuff out of this truck and put it into that truck. But I'm glad it broke down before I moved everything over, just because it's a little easier. Because now that I've been down for, probably had it for 3 weeks now, and I haven't heard nothing about it from it. So I've caught him a few times, but keep saying, oh yeah, last thing was a few weeks ago, he said middle of next week, and middle of next week came, and I didn't hear nothing from him. So yeah. Let's see, it was hot. It was a hot day here. 81. Yeah, 81 sounds pretty good right now. What was it? It was. I forget what it was. It was in the 90s today. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Water machine, rain. I know what you're talking about. Oh, the water machine. Did you ever submit that quote, or did you ever get that job of doing that you talked to me on? Nice, on vacation till Thursday. That's awesome. But yeah, did you ever get that job you talked to me about? I'm curious. The water machine. Oh, to clarify, the trailer job that you were talking to me about. Alright. What's the last strap doing on my floorboard? I don't know. What else has been going on? I'm trying to think. I'm playing with that plasma table that I still gotta make a video about for you guys. It works pretty well. I'm just trying to figure out dialing it in because there's different software that you gotta mess with, and I've used. I dropped several plate on camera. I figured that, Randy. I figured something like that. Let me see. I feel like I've done some other stuff happened this week, and I'm just trying to think of what I tell you about. Oh, I ran a load of scrapping this week. If y'all remember that dump trail that I rebuilt, actually it was for my dad, but I rebuilt the whole bottom and all that. Oh yeah, sorry. Oh, cool, the water machine. That's awesome. Have you started on it, or are you waiting to start on it, or how's that working for you? I'm just curious. And did you ever get in touch with Ben about the axles? Doesn't matter either way. I just didn't know what you found out with it. What was I gonna tell you? Eating cold 7-Eleven pizza with Tabasco. Hey, that's not a bad thing. I'm a big pizza person. I love pizza. Me and my wife met at a pizza place. We both worked there. It was Little Caesars, so it wasn't nothing great, but I love pizza. I can eat pizza almost all the time. It isn't a whole lot of good pizza. There's one place in Fuquay that I like, but it's hard to get some good New York pizza down here. But I do like your normal Papa John's and all that, but it's a good New York style, the big slices. That's good. So another question I have about you guys. So y'all know my old Chevrolet single cab 1500 pickup truck that I have that I put the service body on. So I'm debating on what to do in that truck, because I talked about earlier that I'm about ready to put the transmission back in it and get it on the road. I don't know if I'm gonna sell it or if I'm gonna I don't know if I'm gonna sell it or if I'm gonna keep it as a shop truck and kind of put my help on it for the time being. So I'm debating whether to put a standard bed back on it or keep the utility bed. I think I found a bed for about $200. It's in decent shape, nothing. They said it had a couple of dents in it, which is fine. What are it called? Back up. Okay, so with the Chevy, I'm debating on whether to put to keep the utility bed on it, and I might sell it. I might keep it as a shop truck. I don't know yet. The utility bed is just pretty heavy for the truck. It's a half-ton truck. Suspension's not that great on it. So I was thinking about I can get a normal bed for I think $200. It's gold or something, some random color. And then I think it's gonna cost me $500 or $600. I have a guy that can paint the whole bed for me. Yeah, so I'll be like $800, $700-800 into swapping the bed. I didn't know what y'all think would be better resale, if I should put the bed on it or if I should just keep if I should put a standard bed back on it. I think it'd be a little more sellable that way. But it's $800 more I gotta put in the truck, and I don't really know how much money I'm gonna get out of the truck. I know I can still sell the utility bed. I'm just not exactly sure what that's worth, if that makes sense. So Randy, we decided to have pizza tonight, but decision for barbecue chicken with Parmesan. Discuss some pizza. Ah, sounds good. Wood machine almost done. Weather is playing a part. Customer wanted to go a little cheap on the axle, cheaper for the axles. I get that. I get that. And yes, Randy, I am selling the Bombardier, or attempting to sell it. I'm trying to see what I can get out of it. I'd love to get an old skid steer for it, or an old tractor, or just cash, whatever's fine by me. They have it up there for $4,500 or something. I just kind of threw a number on there to see if anybody sticks. I had a lot of interest, but nobody ever want to come look at it. So I need to throw it up on Craigslist as well. Because I could use some kind of piece of equipment, whether it's a little tractor or a... I'd love to find an old skid steer. Doesn't have to be in great shape, just something. But I think for my price, I think I'm a little low on what a skid steer goes for around here. But yeah, Bombardier, I know somebody that's in the market for a work truck. Okay, cool. Well, I'll let you know once I get it done. I still gotta put the transmission back in the water machine. But the only thing is that truck's a little light, and it's light duty for what I have it set up as. That's kind of why I stopped using it. So let me know. I'll let you know when I get that done. But I just don't know if I should switch it back over to a normal bed or not. And by the way, I am jumping all around. But back to I hauled some scrap this week. That old dump bed that the base of the dump bed that I did the rebuild on. I loaded that up, and then I took whatever I had a whole Ranger bed full with scrap that I threw all that stuff in. That I threw all the scrap in, and I took that and I and I took it to the scrap yard, and I got $340 for everything. So pretty good haul. Scrap is up to, I think it was 9 cents a pound, which I think last time I bought scrap in it was like $5 cents a pound. So it's up, so I'm going to take advantage of it. Usually I would recommend let paint be done by the new owner behind the bed, otherwise don't worry about it. Yeah, I understand that, Randy. It just, I know around here people look at like mismatched paint work and they aren't a fan of it, if that makes sense. Utility bed I wasn't too worried about, but if I'm putting a normal bed back on, I'd rather paint it. So I just gotta see what makes the most sense. Which I don't really know what I can get for that utility bed. I'll probably get a maybe $400 for the utility bed, so it would offset the cost. The bucket on It's a toad at that place. Nice. How did you learn to weld? I learned. Okay, so I went through the YouTube. Hang on one sec. Something's going by. A truck. I learned to weld. Well, first of all, I started out welding with a MIG welder, a flux core machine, a Harbor Freight 90 amp flux core machine. And I just piddled around, got on YouTube, figured some stuff out, back and forth. And then I got me a Lincoln 140 MIG welder, which is That and I got some gas with it, so that went a lot better. What else? And then I thought I could MIG weld. I thought I could weld decent. Couldn't find out I could not. Then I went to when I graduated high school, I went to Weldon local community college to get take some welding classes, and that's kind of where I learned everything for that. I learned how to weld better. I knew how to weld going in, kind of, but I learned about a lot that I didn't know. That's kind of how I learned to do a lot of that kind of stuff. And then yeah, just a lot of just on the job. I got certified in pipe. I got certified in plate, 2G, 3G, 4G, stick, TIG, MIG. So that's where I learned to weld. I'm definitely no expert at welding, especially when it comes to pipe. I can weld a piece of pipe, but no pipe hand, let's put it that way. And yeah, I mean, and I'm TIG. I can do some TIG. Isn't really necessarily my number one choice like some people, but stick or flux core is probably my two favorite. I like stick just because the skill and the versatility of it, but then I love running some dual shield, just getting the job done too. So let me see. Sorry. Texting Daniel back. Can't spell. Sorry, technical difficulties, like always. I am going to have to figure that out. Hey Katie, can you bring me a drink out? That's easy. I don't know why I'm texting you. I know you're listening to this. What is everybody's preference on welding? Oh, sorry. Ever run self-sheared wire? Yes, James, I have run self-sheared wire. I like self-sheared wire. I love MIG. I like MIG, but especially in my suitcase, that's all I run is self-shielded. I think it's 701. Oh, what the word name? No, it's not important, but it's Select Dock 701, I think is what I won. 701 or 709, I don't remember which one it is. But it's a self-shielded wire. It runs good. I mean, you can make it weld basically anything you want. The only problem is you can only weld up to a 3/8 with it, is what it recommends. So I don't really try doing too much more than that. Yeah, I don't run too much dual shield in the field. I need to start doing more. I just always run that drawing a blank. I just always run the self-shielded stuff, and it seemed to work pretty well. But yeah, that's what I seem to be running. Sorry. My best is MIG on auto body, sheet metal, repair Western when that's where I shine. I got you, Randy. MIG, yeah, MIG is great. What else? I like MIG, especially the shop. I just love running a nice MIG bead when you're fabricating. I said stick is my favorite. How many people loaned on stick welding? Let me know if any of y'all have loaned. Is that how you learned how to weld is stick welding? I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. It's right there. I'll be right back. Got something to drink. Not no good drinks, but you know, well, I mean, no alcohol is what I mean by no good drinks. But sorry, Randy. 3,000. Oh, we really have to look into that. I'll have to see what I can find for that. Skid steer wise. Sorry, I just see I missed something. Yeah, Garth, I don't know if I ever said anything, but yeah, you'll what is it called? That skid steer, 14. He wants 14K. For that skid steer, not a problem. By the way, Daniel's busy. He just texted me back. He said he had been trying to catch up on a whole lot of stuff. I get it. So whatever. Wendy, stick welding since he was 9 years old. Wow, that's awesome. And what else? I'm pretty impressed with this self-shielded wire. I started running Fab Shield 51B or 21B. That's a good wire. I haven't ran it. I've ran it once, but that seemed to be a pretty solid wire. I'm not sold on the Select Arc wire that I'm running. I bought it, me and a buddy, when we were doing some work together, and he had it, and it ran pretty good. So I bought a roll of it, and it ran pretty good. But it's just having some problem with its feeding. I'm probably next time gonna go with either a Hobart or a Lincoln wire, just because I like their wires better. Everybody go to sticks. Everybody go to dual shield for paycheck. Take for nice classy look. And my personal favorite is 1/8 inch 7018 vertical up around 100 and 120 amp. Oh yeah, I love running me some 7018. Even some 6010. That's always nice every once in a while. Depending on the job, if it makes sense. That job tomorrow, I'm probably gonna run this self-shielded wire just because it's old metal and it makes sense because I a little bit. I can weld a couple passes on and clean it all up. So now I'm still using engine lift. I welded up at 13. Wow, Andy, that's awesome. How old is everybody? That's what I need to ask. I always see your names, but I have no idea how old a lot of you are. So, how old are y'all that watching this? I'd like to know. Just kind of get a ballpark of how old everybody is. That'd be nice. So we already got Randy is what? Randy is 54. Garth is 41. Sheet metal, I prefer Washington alloy 0.023. I haven't tried all Washington alloy. I've heard a lot about them, but I haven't tried it. Water machine, you're going on stick. My man, awesome. Ooh, let's do this. Loaned on self-shielded, then stick. Now TIG 2. Makes my money in the field out of my rig. Trying to move more toward TIGs from my new shop once it's built. Awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of trying to move into doing some more shop work. I think I've told you all of that before. I love the field work. I kind of want to do some stales. I don't know why. I just want to build a set of stales, the stringles, everything. I've repaired plenty of stales. I'd love to build the whole stales from scratch. James is 37. I am 24. Yeah, I'm 24. I had to think about that. I feel like I should tell y'all if y'all are telling me how old you are. Let's see, let me just make sure all my batteries are decent. 53 and 30%. All right, we're good. Ah, you're only 22. Nice. You already got a rig set up? Nice. What is what does your rig look like? I don't know if you have any videos up. I forget. What are you wanting for a wig? I think I've asked you this last time too, but I'm gonna ask you again because I like looking at people's wigs and seeing what people can do with what they have. Now, and anybody that does field work, do they it's like being able to go in the middle of a field with nothing and fix something or build something without having anybody that run a rig? You don't need power, you don't need shade, you got everything you need in your truck. That to me is awesome. It doesn't matter what I need. I don't really need anything from anybody in a way. To me, that's awesome. Randy, my last bought before 030 Lincoln Whale. What can I do? I can do a good job with it. At 110, I really prefer the Washington alloy auto body. Okay, I have to pick up some of that. I don't do a whole lot of auto body, but really 030 is kind of my standard wheel size. In the shop I owned one 035, but my little Lincoln machine that I keep on the truck, 030. That can pretty much get me by for anything I need to do. I think we're gonna go on the porch. I'm gonna get the lights. It's starting to get dark a little bit. Let me grab my battery. Can you turn the porch light on, Katie? I think you're still listening. We'll find out. Did I bring that stuff in already? I think I did. Ah, that's what I need. I need my camera stuff. Alright, let's bring this in. Maybe next week I'll do one of these at the shop, or live stream, just so then if you have any questions about anything at the shop, we can take a look at it. Alrighty, sorry. I might put y'all down so I can sit down if that's alright with y'all. If you have any complaints, I will refund your emission price. Alright, let's see how that looks. I'm gonna tear the place up in the process. Y'all seem too far away. Let's come on. I know y'all don't want to see this close up of me, but hey, whatever. Let's set all this stuff down. Tell you what, YouTube, you got a bunch of cables, a bunch of other stuff. Okay, some comments I missed. Okay, no videos. It's a 2017 Titan Crew Cab with a Hobart Champion Elite 250, 75-foot leads on it with a swing out Hoosier pole, torch bottle mounted in the back with a 50-foot hose wheel. Back seat removed and tool chest. Oh, cool. That's awesome. I just like knowing what people have. What's I gonna say? That's a pretty nice look. Is the Titan? It's Titan. Is that a half ton or 3/4 ton? I have no idea. I just more asking. Either if they get the job done, it does make a difference. But I just have no idea. I'm not familiar with Titans. I've heard of them. I just haven't anything more than that. James, I am impressed. I wish I had put. Wish I would have had my truck put together years ago. My rig is a 2x4 two-wheel drive 03 F350 with an old bucket truck box on it. Okay, I'm assuming there's no bucket. You don't still have the bucket truck part of it on there. James, I've used for projects, not really, not rated to body work, not tried on. Okay, cool, Andy. Goth, I have a 08 F450 diesel with a enclosed service body. So do you, so Goth, do you have the dreaded 6.4 liter in your truck? That was a pretty decent, a pretty interesting motor, and I wonder what your experience was with that truck, with that motor on that truck, if you do. But truck paid for, tools paid for. Truck still got 3 years and 50K on the bumper warranty. Hey, that's great. That's my thing, is if it's all paid for, that's the biggest thing. And you still got a warranty on the truck and it paid for, that's awesome. That is awesome. It's half-ton gas, that's fine. But if it, for what you're doing, you don't need you don't need anything bigger than that. That's awesome. That's just awesome. And you don't need the expense of having to have commercial insurance on your truck either. That one thing that Goth, you probably know a little bit about, is you probably have to have a commercial policy for that truck. My pickup, I have a personal policy on. But my 450, I have to have a commercial policy because of the weight rating on it. And that's just another payment you got to make, basically. And the rates aren't as good, in my opinion. No bucket, dang it, James. That could come in handy. It is extra weight you gotta handle, though. That's the only downside. Golf, how's that engine for you? So far, good. Not very snappy, but gets the job done. Hey, that works.
Later.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I've known a couple people with them, and they're either garbage or they've been decent for them. I've seen some with 400,000 miles on them, and I just don't really know a whole lot about them. But I'm glad to hear that you have had no trouble with it. Yeah. What else? So, did all y'all hear about how I messed up the whole clickbait I did on this? How I cost myself $1,600 because I messed up on a job? Did all y'all hear that? If you didn't, let me know in the comments and I'll retell it. But I don't want to keep telling it and get people bored of it. I'm probably gonna make a video about that anyway. I'm probably gonna go over to the truck because I'm pretty good with the owner of it, and see if we can do a video and just kind of show you what I did wrong, what to look for in those trucks. Bones oil, mine-borne oil on the manifold. Oh, lovely. Born some oil on the manifold. That's awesome. Now, do you still have your DPF system in that truck? I know some people said the best thing for those engines are to take the DPF system out, but I feel they've been cracking down on it lately, so I don't know if you could really find somebody to do it. Always put a 150 body on a 450 chassis. So cheap. Sure, as long as it scale. No, I didn't hear about this. No, mess up. Okay. Yeah, you could put a 150 on a 450 body chassis, but the only problem with that is if you ever have a problem with somebody wrecks into you or whatever and they total it, they'll give you the price for 150 and not the price for a 450 because that's how it's registered. I actually gotta take some weight off of my 250. I think when I register it for like 17,000 pounds. I'm gonna knock it down to 10 just to save my registration a little bit. So Randy and whoever haven't heard this. So basically what happened is I flatbed for somebody and I ended up drilling through the PCM harness. So I drilled through the PCM harness and then as a result messed up the EGR valve and a coolant sensor. And the bill to fix it was $1,600 that I had to pay my customer. And basically what I did is they gave me the full price and then I gave them a check for the repairs that way. I talked to my tax guy, he told me to do it that way. So that cost me $1,600. Like I said, I'm probably gonna make a video about that by itself, just so hopefully to save somebody else some headache and some money. The other side actually of the frame had some brake lines that I knew I missed those, so I was doing pretty good, but not the side with the computer. For engine drive, air compressor, and I found my truck. And I had an air compressor like yours, and a Bobcat on it. And already paid for it. The truck just have you got a great deal on equipment. If you guys sorry, let me just read that again just to make sure I understood it. You did it fine, I'm bad at this. Looking for an engine drive. So when I found my truck, it has a that's awesome, James. Is it a normal bed or is it a utility bed? I'm just curious. But that's awesome, $8,500 for that truck with a welder and everything. That's awesome. Truck's paid for, I'm assuming. Maybe if it's not, it wouldn't take much to pay it off. That's awesome. God, my last truck was a 550 with a hated 6.0, and yes, my 450 has been deleted. Costs less than for the tuner than a new DPF and added horsepower. I believe that completely. Sorry, James. Have you ever gotten a great deal on equipment? I've gotten apparently a lot of deals, is what everybody tells me. I am very patient. I'm always on Craigslist. I always have some cash over the side to where I can buy new equipment when a deal comes about. I can go get it, kind of deal. That's the way I like it. Sometimes I buy more stuff than I need to, but like that. I bought a Lincoln Power Make 255, paid $450. I'm kind of looking for another shot machine. I thought that was a pretty good deal for it. And then like my control box for my spool gun for the Bobcat. Those things, I don't know if you can still buy them, but they were like $1,200 new. I got mine, I think I paid $50 for it. Somebody happened to have it on Facebook around me, and I messaged them. Ended up buying it from them. Had to do a little work to it, but nothing major. Put a plug and put some fuses in it, and worked great. So, biggest thing that I would always say is just be patient. I have a list of stuff, not so much an actual list, but like in my head, of what kind of stuff I'm looking for. I have a couple friends that I kind of tell, hey, if you see anything like this, let me know. If you see anything like that, let me know. And they'll send it to me, and I do the same to them. I kind of know what they're looking for, some stuff, to where if I see it and I think it's a decent deal, I'll send it to them, and they can go from there. But yes, a custom vehicle, you can refuse to settle for a low value, get other car people to appraise it, and then wait until it goes to court, etc. Okay, yeah, I mean, you all right, man, you could do that, and that probably would work. I just never thought about doing all that. In a way, that kind of was what my 450, my E450, the van. The chassis, motor, and everything was a 2000 model, but the cab was a 2006 model. Both diesel, both 450s. So I just went with the 06 because it was easier to register as an 06 than it was to swap VIN tag, get Haley, and all that kind of stuff. So, really don't know how you're supposed to do that, but whatever. But yeah, 11%. Okay, we'll have to swap the battery out here in a minute. But what have y'all been up to? I'm trying to think. I know the lighting isn't the best, but it's what we got, so that's what we're gonna enjoy. So let's go ahead and switch that battery over. Let me get everything ready for that. Alright, excuse me for a minute. I'm gonna swap this battery out. Well, that's battery hot. Alright, we didn't kill the stream. That's awesome. I'm trying to think of. Let me grab a couple things real quick. Man, it's dark. Let me see if I can move forward. Maybe I'll be in the light a little bit better. A little bit delayed. Oh wow, I missed some comments here. Lincoln through the MP, all the best McWillows out there. I want a 360 MP. Wilkes. I hate the damn. That I hate at work, and I hate the damn thing. That's funny. That's still in the way. Sorry, the case is in the middle of the screen. Ah, there we go. That's better. See. Yeah, I got it, Katie. Thank you. Just wanted. Sorry. Patience is great. That way you can find a bargain like those two full skid steels. But neither was what I wanted. Too small. Always looking. Exactly, Randy. I'm always looking for stuff. Even stuff I don't need. According to my wife, she thinks I don't need any of it. But yeah. What I wanted to show you guys is some of the stuff I cut out with that plasma table already. I think y'all can figure out what this is. The little dozle. These were just some files that were on the table, so I figured I might as well take advantage of them. And the computer came loaded with some CNC files. Something got to be edited because it's supposed to be a door cut out here and all that, but it wasn't. And then what else? Simple bottle opener on this end. And I think that's some kind of other bottle opener. Not exactly too familiar, but that's that. And then we got the old Jeepers Creepers. Wait, I think that's backwards. Thing cut out backwards. I don't know why. But yeah, the old Jeepers Creepers. So yeah, that's just some of the stuff that we made with that plasma table so far. With just some preloaded files that's on there. No, it's not the Killdozer, Landy. It's not the Killdozer. I always see pictures of that thing and I'm like, that'd be interesting to make. Not just somebody did it nowadays, because that was back. What was it? I forget what year it was, but imagine if somebody did it like in the modern day with the modern day technology that they have, like all the cameras and everything. Not condoning it, but it'd be pretty cool. Just trying to think. Yeah, I need at the shop. I have to show y'all, but so the shop is up on a incline, like on a shop pad or whatever, and then it have a little decline that goes to the road, like the path that we use to get out there. But that grade is it's not compact at all, and so whenever I try driving, I have a forklift. My brother got a forklift over there. That every time I try driving it up there, it spins out. So I tried hard packing it with a small roller that I was actually working on for a customer. Didn't exactly work, so I'm gonna have to figure something out for that. It needs concrete or blacktop. I just gotta get a quote on what it would cost to get a concrete lamp per se put in. But I'll let you know when that happens. There was doors, but the file didn't cut them for some reason or another. I don't know why. I think it was something was off in the CNC part, so I have to mess with that. You have a bone table? Nice. My plasma machine is an old Hyperthon 1250. Awesome. I have a bone table. Well, I quote a bone table. If you look at my shop video, I explain that a little bit better on the whole details on that. Basically, somebody else, a buddy of mine owns it. He was putting it up in his shop, but due to some issues with the land that he bought for the shop and the shop he's putting up, it found its way to my shop for the time being until he gets ready, and then we're gonna take it over there, and I'm gonna probably walk him through how to run it and all that. But yeah, that's I got a plasma Hyperthon 45 that I want off of that. That's my personal plasma kettle. He bought one too, but as you know, Hyperthone's backlogged quite a bit. Well, they will. I don't know if they still are. So, yeah, that's basically. I'm still trying to loan that table. Kind of see what we can do to make it work a little bit better, if that makes any sense. But I think it's gonna be a good table. Excuse me. Once I get it figured out, and I've already used it on make some feet for a job and stuff, some other stuff like that. But I'm definitely gonna, as long as I remember to charge my camera up, I'm definitely gonna make a video of the handrail repair I do tomorrow. Hopefully a couple hours we get that job knocked out. I'm not really expecting to be out there all day, by no means. Get that done, and depending on what else I got going, I might do that, and I might go over and work on putting the Chevy transmission in. I'm not sure. Just trying to think of what else I got going. I think that my helper will help me tomorrow, but he had something come up where he's gonna be busy tomorrow, so that's no big deal. What else? Man, 9 people on here. So, what have y'all been up to? What are y'all going this week? Got any jobs you working on, or any projects or anything? Whether it's at work or whether it's at your own place. Got my drink. Now, are you guys on Instagram? And do any of y'all follow me on Instagram? I'm curious, because I'd love to see some pictures of what y'all working on. Instagram seems to be the easiest for me. So, who's on Instagram? Wait. Restoring. I quit restoration shop Friday. No, I don't have. Oh, you quit the restoration shop Friday. I gotcha. No, you don't have an Instagram. Okay, cool, Andy. Just got an Instagram. Cool, James. Do you follow me? On just know it's Weldon on Instagram. I'd love to see if you post any pictures of any of your projects or whatever. You let me up, send me a friend request, and if you do, just shoot me a message, or just say, hey, it's James from YouTube or whatever, because then I'll make sure to follow you back. I try following mostly everybody back, but it doesn't always happen, and I'd love to just see what you got going on. What else? I'm trying to think what I've posted on Instagram the past week. Where are the handrails? You know, let me look. Let me see what I posted on Instagram. Yeah, just those handrails were the last thing I posted. Make sure nobody else. Let's see what else. I think, yeah, I need to get some work going, because I'm just need to stay up on some stuff. 'Cause I know that I'm waiting to get. I need to gonna get the bill for the welding truck soon. So that should be fine. What else? Oh, how do y'all get paid when you do work? Do y'all normally put like in your invoices? Do you do pay upon completion, pay upon receipt, 15 days out? What do y'all normally do? I know obviously most time the client did take that a bit, but what's your payment terms usually on projects? I hardly post on Facebook and not good for taking photos. Last week I ordered 2 patch panels on a 54 Cadillac and a towboat on a 57 Chevy. Awesome, Andy. That's awesome. Now I understand that I've never been big on Instagram or whatever, but in the day that, unfortunately, the age I am and the society we live in, Instagram is big on it. But you just gotta post stuff to get your name out there. And I love seeing what other people are working on. Gives me ideas. Let me see what I can do and what's possible. And I love seeing people rigs, how they got their trucks set up, trucks, vans. Hey, okay, yeah, I just got that message. I appreciate it. I'll be sure to follow you back, James. But yeah, I just love seeing what's out there. It's very inspiring to me, I guess you could say. Seeing what people can do and what, yeah, I love seeing how people set up the trucks. To me, that's just awesome, just to see what kind of setup people do, or the shops, or anything like that, just what people use. Golf, cash only, my man. I love doing cash only, but with a lot of the customers I deal with, my commercial customers, they are check, which commercial checks I'm fine with. Personal checks and depending on the job kind of deal. But what else? When finished or at car shop, cash only, weekly or daily, under the table only. I got you. Got you, Andy. What else? Trying to think. Now, how much do y'all think you spend a month at the World Supply? If you were to guess, like, if you have your own company, you personally, or what do you think you spend at the World Supply a month? I'm confident it's a rule I can't get out of there for under $100. I am confident in that. I think of what else. Material money up front. Yeah, definitely weather machine. I try getting material money. It depends on my relationship with the clients. Just because it just depends. You know what I'm saying? People I've done a lot of work with and I know them personally, then I won't really worry about getting a deposit. But most of them are willing to give me a deposit. It just depends on the job scenario. As for, well, I found a lot, like with these apartment complexes, they won't, when you're doing stale jobs for them, they don't want to give you half down. They just want to do when it's completed and give you a check when it's done. So, depending on how much money I have in material. If I have a couple $100 in material, I have a signed contract. I know contracts are only worth what the paper they're written on, but I'm a little more lenient. Like I got a set of fenders that they will be fenders once they're done, sitting on a trailer out there. I think I paid $200 and some odd dollars for the plate, and then I paid $60 to get them bent. Now the guy kind of ghosted me. I talked to him a little bit last week, but I need to get up with him this week and just say, hey, what's going on? Either we need to do the job, or I need to get the money for that, or you need to buy this. He offered to give me a deposit because I bought the material, but I need to get up with him. I'm pretty good. Supply Delta gases. Ah, nice. Yeah, who do y'all use for your water supply? I'm curious. Do y'all use Airgas, Paxale? I can spend $100 easy if Tractor Supply, Wool King, or Welder Supply. When I go down a welding aisle, I was in Tractor Supply today, and I walked down the aisle store, and I know. Yeah. It's expensive. It can be expensive, for sure. Packs up times I got out of there just under $100. So that's always good. I have the mistake if I have a credit account with them. In order to get some of the bigger bottles, you gotta have a credit account with them, which is fine. I just pay it off at the end of the month, but it adds up to when you get that bill at the end of the month. You're like, oh, I spent that much. Yeah, I did spend that much. It doesn't seem like it. No insurance, Shaggy-Kyo. I walk away with every grand for an even grand for 2 days walk. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Do you have to lease your bottles there, or can you own customer? Or can customer own them? So with my bottles, that's a great question. And golf, that's not bad. An even grand for 2 days worth of walk, that's not bad. About $500 a day, can't beat that. Now, hopefully they're only 8-hour days. I have a primary job. I thought I got them. So James, yes, you can own. So you can own up to a 150 heel. Some places won't sell you a 150, but you gotta know the right people to buy them. If you have any kind of relationship with them, they'll sell it to you. For a while, they will only sell in 80s, but you can buy a 150, and anything bigger than that, you gotta lease. Which I have two. I have a 200 oxygen and I think a 150 acetylene. I want to say that I have leased. Those are on my other truck. All my other bottles are, for the most part, 150s. I got 2 mid gas 150s. I got 3 oxygen 150s. Got 2 80 argons and 80 C25 for the miscellaneous jobs I do that I need a small tank. Garth Airgas. Okay, cool. I used to use Airgas. I did find the pricing, for me at least, is kind of high compared to the other people around. And I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Airgas, but if it works for you, that's great. And if you have decent people in that Airgas, that's awesome. I kind of had salesmen, and I don't like dealing with just straight up salesmen that we don't know what they're talking about. At least at the one near me they had, and the pricing was just getting kind of out of hand on it, and so then I went to Oakley, which is actually a little more convenient for me. I have an account. Afraid to, absolutely afraid to. But I got paperwork in a file box. But 2 years are not. But 2 years are turned into of that. But that. Yeah, I was actually able to do just a personal account. But do you need a credit account? No. And really, if it wasn't for the tanks, I probably wouldn't have an account just because I get myself into trouble with that. The water machine, Aerogas, awesome. Yesterday was 9 and today was 7. Okay, so that's not bad at all. Not too bad, Golf, at all. What do I say? Randy, we ever even have a farm store that has a lot later hours and weekends, while the ones for only weekdays before. Yeah, that's one benefit to having places around that you can get your welding rods and consumables. They just put a Tractor Supply right in the town right by where I'm by, which I love. I can make tips there. I can get a whole bunch of stuff like that, especially on the weekends and stuff like that, which is always when you need them. But yeah, I love Tractor Supply is great, and then Agro Supply around the corner. So yeah, I love having both of those as an option. Agro Supply, which is kind of like a Tractor Supply, but it's probably more like a Rural King kind of deal. But they are closed on Sunday, and they close at 5, which that both sucks, but I get why. Find a difference in Aerogas from one city to another. So 20 miles for place local. I don't like dealing with. I do not like or sister stores. You know why? It's awesome. That's why I use place beside the word. Now I get that. It sucks when you have one store that's great and the same store but different location where people are just terrible. I get that. Company, I have the manager personal cell. That helps. Yeah, Golf. That's awesome. Knowing the manager is great and getting into a good relationship. Now, I'm not talking about all Aerogas. Just the one that around me, I'm not a huge fan of. Let's just put it that way. It's nice when you get a relationship. Now, tell me if I'm wrong with all y'all that deal with water supplies. Is having a relationship with your water supply kind of beneficial? That's one thing I was trying to explain to some people that have went into ARC3 and kind of had a bad taste in their mouth. And you gotta have a relationship with them. You gotta kind of get to know them. Come in, yes, they don't really know what you want, especially if you're younger, which is unfortunate. They think you're trying to steal something, but I feel like you gotta go get a reputation with them that. Like when I walk into the water supply, they know me by name. When I walk into my metal supply, they know me by name just because I've been in there a bit and I've taken the 5 minutes to just sit there and talk with them and ask them how their day going and just see what they've been up to. I mean, just get some rapport with them, and then kind of give to. Don't worry about just what you want. Worry about what going on with them. I mean, they remember that stuff, and a lot of times they'll try looking out for you if they can. They can. By the end of the day, everybody got to make money, and I get that. Water machine. I'm starting to see every year my business is getting more and more attention. However, COVID affected someone's business / side hustles. Affected everyone. Yeah. Yes, that is, and you can get discounts. Yeah. My biggest thing is I don't go in asking for any discounts from anybody. Nobody got to give me a discount for anything. It's just, but when you can just talk to them, and a lot of them, and a lot of the people that work in the water supplies, not all of them, but a lot of them have done welding before. You can ask their opinion on like, hey, I'm doing this. What Sorry, I got text. That's all. I don't know. To me, it makes sense to spend that 5-10 minutes just to get their opinion. I mean, because some of them, I love asking them like, what kind of what do they do? What have they done? Just kind of understand their background, because they might be able to help you out with a problem you're having or something of that nature. Yeah, I never ask for a discount for them. Sometimes I might say, hey, I'm looking at buying this machine, what can y'all do for me or something? Like if it's a big purchase, sometimes they can use some wiggle room in there. Or they can knock $5 off stuff. And when you work with them all the time, they just, it just all depends. And went from more hobby to businesses. Yeah, so this is another thing I want to talk about. So last week I went and did some more marketing, dropped off some cards to some people. How do y'all go about getting business? How do y'all go out marketing? I'm curious because I'm not really struggling at the moment, but I'm kind of needing to step up my game. I kind of would like to get into more some of the bigger contract stuff. Nothing big, but basically the biggest job I've really ever done has been like $6,000. Has been the most expensive job, which is a pretty sizable job. That's with material and all that. I'd like to jump into some of the bigger business if I can. Sorry. The problem is I use farm gas for my gas and miscellaneous. Though I deal with plus. No, all the people there are 7 miles from my house and couldn't brag enough. There are the other 2 places, and then they send wife to them see if it tracks out. Yeah, that works, Randy. And like I said, if they can get what you need at your local farm store, and you're okay with the prices, then they might be giving you a better price. Some of those are pretty reasonable. I just know like Tread Supply, if you can gas there, to me it's a little bit high. But I mean, if it's depending on how much you go through. If it's $10 more a tank, but you go through 1 tank every 3 months, it's not really all that much more, if that makes sense. But yeah, how are you guys marketing your businesses? I want some advice. Because I'll go through like industrial parks and just go through. I know a lot of them have the no soliciting signs, but I kind of don't see those whenever I go. I like just talking to people, mainly concrete people. If you see any equipment, I like talking to those people. I need to work on some flyers. That's probably what I'll do this week when I got some downtime, because I don't know if I told y'all, but I'm gonna get my wisdom teeth out. So I'm gonna be down for at least a day, maybe 2 days. Yeah, let me see. I used to work for a place where I did portable welding, and they closed up, and I picked up an old customer. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, James. You could just kind of slide in when they closed up and get your business. That's awesome. Unfortunately, the places I've worked been big companies, and they still going, and they do like nuclear type work. So not something I'm going to be doing on my side hustle, but very reasonable for about $3 a tank, extra tank. Oh, Randy, $3 a tank for the hassle, hands down I go just for your farm store. It's when it gets more substantial than that, it wasn't an issue. But for $3 a tank, the fuel to get there is probably worth that. I mean, a gallon of fuel is $3 right now, so yeah, no, that's well worth it. Easier. Can you can do it. You can do is use your YouTube as a digital profile for your project. Yeah, that's not a bad idea of the water machine. I do need to do that. I'll probably work on that. I need to get a website together too. I don't have a website. I have a Facebook page that is linked to my Google listing. I probably need to mess with my Google listing to get more optimized searches so I can come up better on it. I'm just not too familiar with that kind of stuff, and I haven't really wanted to pay somebody to do it. I probably should pay somebody to do it, but we'll see. Oh, another thing. I mean, if I asked this stuff before, I'm just more annoyed. Who here is certified? Like, you have your own certifications, not through a company, but through your own personal business. If you have a business, or just your own personal AWS or whatever certifications. I'm just curious. Because I need to work on I need to go take some tests and get mine. I get busy and think about it, want to do it, and then I slow down and I just don't want to spend the money, which I need to just pony up the money and do it just for any liability's sake. That way I have some proof that, yes, what I'm doing, I'm capable of what I was doing. My business is watermelon. I just got off the phone with a local farmer who needs a twisted eel. Wrote it off a bucket. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have had a lot of word of mouth customers. It's just I'm trying to expand my footprint a little bit more. Certified in stick welding. Okay, cool. Now, was that through the college you went to, the welding machine? I'm just curious because all that. Like I took certifications in welding school. I was technically certified, and I took certification at my last job. They were ASME certifications, but none of them obviously transferred with me because they were followed their WPSs, not mine. So. D11, D15, API 1104. Okay, cool, Garth. You're pretty well set up. No sorts personally, but 1, 2, 3G through a company. Yeah, so the same kind of deal that I am. I've been qualified in the past. I just need to well, in school. Okay, cool. Yes, that's the same kind of deal as I was. It's not an AWS or nothing. Is that because that's a mistake? I should have took it while I was in school. We had a whole certification class that I should have took a lot more advantage of, but I didn't. Stick welding only. Okay, cool. So now I gotta end up paying the money to get it taken care of, which isn't a big deal. It's just more I got to get practice on my 3G 7018 and all that, which is doable. I can do it no problem. I just need to brush up. Been a while since I've done a bend test. See, I hate that with these live chats. All this chat goes away when we're done, because I like going back and seeing what y'all been talking about. My instructor was EW. Okay, cool. Cool one machine. Yeah, I didn't know. I'm just curious. Gotta go. Good evening, Noah. Fab on, brother. See you, James. Take it easy. It was nice chatting with y'all, and hope you have a good night. And I'm gonna stick around for a little bit longer, because we still got 10 people on here, and as long as people on here, we'll stay on here. But I understand you gotta probably get up early in the morning and get going. What else was I gonna say? Do I have my water, or did I leave it on the truck? I left it on the truck. That's all good. Have any of y'all ever thought about getting a CWI, or do any of y'all have your CWIs? Tied up. After this, I'm gonna have to get that truck loaded up so I can just head out in the morning, make my lunch, and just head on out. What else? I think I told y'all this, but I did talk to Daniel. I texted him and told him I was doing a live stream and see what he was up to. I see. Planning on getting it. Okay, cool. CWI, that's awesome. War Machine. I thought about it. Everybody scales me on the test. I've heard some whole stories and people taking it 4 times and not getting it, and having to pay each time. I think at some point I would like to get it. I kind of wouldn't mind doing some teaching. I would like to go back to maybe a community college and do some night classes or something. But I think at some point I'll get around to doing that. I just haven't really been in the books lately. I need to talk to my old college. I wouldn't mind maybe picking up some night classes or something. The only thing I feel like is I don't know enough to do a night class to be able to teach somebody. When I was young, I had the chance to get papers, but I didn't care and never tried. I understand that, Randy. Sometimes you don't always need the paperwork involved in it. Yeah, we got this bottom. Let's see what else. Oh, I know all y'all probably know this, but an umbrella is a key tool to have on your wedding rig. I have what brand is the one I got? Black Stallion. I want to get me a Python Cloud because that's gonna. Everybody raves about that, but that's definitely a must-have if you're doing any kind of field work. I think what a tastes like water. I wonder why. So the past few Sundays, I've been taking my daughter and me been going to Waffle House first thing in the morning. She normally gets up anywhere from 6 to 7:30. So I'll get up with her, let my wife sleep in a little bit, and then me and her will go to the Waffle House and get some waffle and just have a good time. Normally get an all-star breakfast and then get full part of my waffle and then I'll eat the rest, and it's just a fun time. I'm just trying to enjoy it. But I really need a rollout. You mean a rollout wheel, Garth? Is that what you're talking about? Or you mean you gotta head out? Either way is fine. Either way, awesome. But yeah. So that's been what I did this morning, and every Sunday we try going. It's a fun little thing. But yeah, any of y'all ever do anything like that when your kids or whatever, or even your wife? Any traditions like that you have? Because it's just fun. I mean, I enjoyed the day. Grocery store closed out, end of summer sale for the table. And Dolce used a Toyota truck wheel to hold it in place. Awesome. That's awesome, Randy. Hey, Randy, weren't you working on a little Toyota truck? They'll God, there's somebody on what are they called? I see them on Instagram. They'll ads all the time. They make a CNC cut roll-out wheel that I think it's like $200. It comes in pieces and you put it together. You guys still gotta get Chuck and something else, but I've been tempted to buy one. I just haven't got around to it. I'd love to see about getting the files for it. I probably could copy it and build my own, but I wouldn't mind getting the files and building my own just because I think a roll wheel would be handy. I don't do a bunch of pipe where it would necessarily be a need, but I got you, no kids, but yeah, I don't know, just one of the little things we can do to, I don't know, I just enjoy it. So I'm just gonna go back in some comment and looking at something. 41. I forget what the name of that company that makes it. Something Fab. But I've been meaning I need to buy one of those and or see if I can get them to send me the files. So I can buy the files from them, just cut them out on the table and throw it together. And yes, life was on hold while I paid off bills. While I worked and I didn't pay off. I did pay off all a couple months ago, but not started back on the Toyota. Okay, cool. Because he had a little Toyota 1-ton truck that he was working on. No, I understand that. Life happens, and life is life, and you start the projects, and then before you know it, you'll stuff happens where everything just get put back on the back burner. Yeah. Oh, I worked on, I had this little DeWalt, I call it a wheelbarrow compressor. I think it's like a 5-gallon, with the 2 tanks underneath and got the wheel, the handle, and all that. I was working on that today. I had a problem with it keep flooding out. So I think it just flooded out from driving, I think is what it does. So I had to drain the oil. There was a bunch of fuel in the oil. Put new oil in it. I gotta get a new oil cap because apparently the fuel messed it up and swelled up the oil cap. So I got 2 on oil. They should be in next week. But hopefully, I think I'm just gonna have to keep the fuel shut off on it when I drive with it, just so then fuel doesn't leak down into the cylinders. But yeah, it was like hydro locking on me. It didn't. I don't think it messed anything up, but it just still. A good little Honda, been through a lot, so I'm hoping to keep it running for a few more years. What else can we do with that? How many jack stands do y'all run on your rigs? Or pipe stands, or whatever you want to call them. I'm curious. I got 2, which I really need to put 2 more on that truck. It really needs it. It'd make everything a little bit easier, but and then what else? I think I may have told you guys before. Dove doesn't respond to text. Dove has my number. Respond to text much. He's got a lot going on. Yeah, Dove gets busy. I'm sure he doesn't mean it. Sometimes he get too busy for his own good, and like all of us, he forgets what forget to text people back, and I'm terrible about it. it'll be like a week later before I sometimes see text messages. So I get it. Screw jacks. Okay, the cast iron screw jacks. I gotcha. Does he work pretty well for you? Oh. I gotcha. Anybody ever used the Hubble Freight 20-ton press? I have that big press that y'all may have seen in some of my videos that I bought. The problem is I don't think it's really designed to do what I'm trying to do with it, if that makes sense. Because I'm keep stalling out the motor in a way because I'm trying to press out a shaft with it. So Scott, I would run at least 4, but I don't have any on the truck right now. Okay, Scott. Yeah, I appreciate that, but about the jack stands. Yeah, I run. I got 2 in there now, which is handy. But if I'm trying to do like build a frame or something, I think full. Typically, I just end up walking off the back, the tailgate. Use the tailgate as 2 stands, and then use the other 2. Seem to work. I just don't really want over my tailgate melting it. I know it's gonna happen, but there was oh, I got you. That's awesome. That's the best kind of stands, the free ones. So have y'all got any good deals on equipment or anything like that? I'd love to hear them. What's your best deal you ever gotten on like a piece of tool or equipment? Anything like that? Oh. I ate some more cutting wheels in the morning. Kelly, trying to think of how trying to think of what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Okay, I pick up some cutting wheels. Who do y'all use for abrasives? What brand abrasives do y'all use? Like cut-off wheels and grinding discs and all that. I'm curious. I use 3M for my cut-off wheel. For my grinding discs, I use a 3M Cubitron. They seem to work pretty well. I've used Walther, I think it is, cut-off wheels. I use some 6-inch cut-off wheels, and they seem to be hands down the best ones I've ever used. Everybody say like the North Slate or Saw or whatever it is, they're pretty good, but they eat up a lot faster than those Walther discs that I always use. Yeah, that's what it is. There's a Word Supply, not my normal Word Supply, but another one that carries them. Robert's Oxygen. I don't know, the Robert's Oxygen I got up here, I know the store manager, and I've known most people. There are only a handful of people that work there. They're all pretty good people. Like I said, I would use them more, but all my tanks already switch over to one, and I don't really feel like switching them over. So, just kind of one of those things I'll shop around a little bit when I'm buying stuff just to see what they can get me, especially when any kind of equipment. They can only give me a better price than my place I deal with all the time, but yeah, so I gotta get some more cut-off wheels for that job tomorrow. Hey, yeah, Scott, how is that 20-ton with the swag brake? I really thought about getting one of those brakes system. Do you have the single brake or do you have the finger brake? Because I've really considered buying that in the past. I just got free tools, several $1,000s of body tools. In the past 2 weeks, my first body man I ever met as a kid died, and his daughter told me I can come have everything. She is a co-worker at a primary job. Oh, cool. Renegade Garage. I used DeWalt cutoff wheels from Tractor Supply. Okay. I've used them all, and you can, if you can find pull, they last the best. Okay. I used at home Hokey from Harbor Freight or DeWalt at the shop, whatever owner bought. Okay, I gotcha. But yeah, I really like the Walter ones. They're about $4. I think I paid $4 a disc for them or something. Kind of on the pricey side, but they seem to hold up, so I'm not really afraid to spend the money on them. What else? Have y'all found, what do y'all use for flap discs? Do y'all use the same companies? I've had some pull, I can't say it. I got them from FabTech 2 years ago. I don't remember how they did. I need to pick some up. Maybe I'll try ordering some, or if not, I'll pick some up when I go to FabTech in September. But are any of you guys going to FabTech this year? I'm going to FabTech it's in Chicago this year, and it's in Chicago, and I think it's in September. I think it's like the 14th-ish, something like that. I'm going up I'll be up there for 3 days of the show. I'll be 2 nights up there. I'm really excited to go. It's going to be fun. I actually got a hotel right there at the event, so it should be awesome. It's pricey, but last time I got a hotel out by the airport, and it was just a little bit too far of a drive for my. I did a taxi or Uber or whatever, and it was just wasn't worth. I ended up paying as much in that as basically the difference in the hotel, and I can't just go up to the room midday or something if I wanted to. We run Nordon at work. The grinding wheels are very long lasting. They glaze over fast on red mirror scale. Yeah, I understand that. Scott, I have the finger brakes, and it works pretty well. I would buy it again. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, that press I have, I don't know if I might still do something with it, but I don't know if the pump, I don't know, I gotta look into it a little bit more, see if it'll work for what I need. 3M flap disc. 3M flap disc. I haven't tried the 3M flap disc. I need to try some of those. While wheels are great. Flap disc. I got you. Haven't used those yet. I need to just try them. I've used a lot of their wire wheels. The wires. I like their wire wheels. They seem to last forever. I had to argue to get vacation for the last year, and it was canceled. So I like losing a vacation. I didn't try this year. It's ever been. Oh yeah, I gotcha. Never been. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, y'all should definitely, if y'all can swing it, or I don't know, if you're in driving distance, it'd be fun to go up there. But there's so much in the welding industry up at FabTech. Talking about FabTech, it's just simply amazing. I mean, there's a bunch of people from Instagram, a bunch of people, big name like Jody from Wilden Tips and Trips. I met him 2 years ago. Kind of quick little thing. It was on the last day of the event, so he was roll out, so we didn't really get to chat too long. But great event. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm getting pumped about it. Yeah, the flight was only about $100 there, $100 back. But the hotel is what's kind of expensive with FabTech. Spa house, something there for my phone. Carry 3M. I gotcha. Cool. 3M. Yeah, I love the Cubitron grinding wheels from 3M. They work pretty darn well for me. What else? Whew. What else? Yeah. I would have to look to see who makes them, but grinding wheels are I think in really awesome, really hard on material without glazing. Awesome. That's awesome. I'll have to look into those. I do a lot of lead mill scale on my 9 to 5. I got you. Yeah. Red mill scale is always fun, isn't it? What else? Trying to think. Yeah. Trying to think what else is going on. Yeah, like I've been saying, I need to see about getting some more projects in the door. I need to finish up some quotes for some flatbeds, but I'm not too confident because most people probably ain't gonna want to pay the $3,000-$4,000 or the $6,000 for the flatbed, but we'll see. I don't think what else. What else? I'm just trying to think. So we'll probably go another 2 hours and 23 minutes. I'll probably go to 2.5 hours, and then we'll probably call it a night. We'll go a little bit longer. So any last questions or anything y'all want to talk about? Feel free to throw it in the chat because we'll be signing off here soon. But what does I? I'm just trying to think. And if some of y'all may have noticed on some of my videos, I am putting ads on the videos. I have been able to monetize them a little bit. Just it helps. I don't make a whole lot off of it, and I'm sorry for the ads, but I can make a little bit of money on these videos, and it helps out to where I can get more stuff for you, make more content. So I apologize if that inconvenient, but I just it's hard to do something. I love doing YouTube, don't get me wrong, but it's just hard to the monetization just helps out a little bit. Like I said, I think I made $10 last month or something, so it's not a whole lot of money. And then until you get to $100, I can't get any of it out. So just something to just want to give y'all, let y'all know about that. I think. What are y'all, you know, what have y'all been, I'm trying to think of something. I had something on my mind that I wanted to ask y'all about. Don't feel bad for putting on ads. Oh, thanks, Randy. I appreciate that. My left arm is boning from Flash. Nice golf. That always sucks when you get flash bone and you end up looking like you've been in the sun all day and bone up red. That's. I've been trying to wear sunscreen more lately, just for the actual sun and for everything else. Not always as good as I should be. My wife would tell you that, but I'm trying. What else? So yeah, basically, what I got going tomorrow is I'm gonna work on my this day job, and I'm gonna try getting some videos that I should be able to. I have no excuses not to, so y'all gotta make and I want to get that up for you this week. That way y'all got a decent video. Stuff like that. That one might be a little long. We'll see how I end up editing it, but that's that. 7 people still on here. What was I gonna tell y'all? Something. Yeah, I told you guys. I think Randy saw it. I am trying to sell that Bombardier, that tracked vehicle of mine. Just trying to see what I can get for it. Kind of throw my feelers out there, see if anybody's interested. A lot of interest, but no follow through interest. If that makes sense. A lot of people ask me if it float like a what's the name of those things? The tracked or the 6-wheeled armadillo, I want to say. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Looks like it was. I forget what I was saying. I don't know why, I'm just all of a sudden tired. But I do gotta get the truck somewhat loaded up, so I got what I need for tomorrow, and then we'll head out. We can get everything done tomorrow. Hopefully a couple hours I get that job done. I need to get up with that guy about getting the. I know he sent me over his email so I can send him over my tax information. All that, but I think we're gonna call it a night because I gotta finish loading the truck up and then I gotta head into bed. Get ready for bed at least. But I had a lot of fun chatting with all y'all tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed your Monday and enjoy the rest of your Sunday, whatever little bit we have left. But I'm gonna get packed up for the night and then go from there. I need an engine for 48 Lincoln. What kind of engine is that, Golf? Is that a Continental, what is that, 140 or whatever those are? You know, those are in the later models. Or do you have like an old Wisconsin or something like that? I'm just curious. If I come across something, I'll let you know. But yeah, it was fun. I want to thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and end it now, and y'all take it easy. Be sure to like and comment on this. I'm gonna put it into a video after this, so if y'all want to go back and see anything I talked about. Unfortunately, you can't see the chat, but still, if you want to watch the live stream or listen to it or something, I don't know why you'd want to listen to my voice for 2.5 hours, but anyway, I hope y'all stay tuned, and hopefully I have some more content for you, and we'll do this again next week, probably 7:30-ish, give or take. Put the notification on there, and if you want me to, make sure your notification so it comes up when I go live. But thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like,